Hey guys, Tim again. In this video, I have a hands-on look and review of the world's first true Android PC. Yes, this is the Remix Mini. This thing right here was available as a Kickstarter, I would say like 8 months ago or 6 months ago. And for $55, you got to, if you ported $55, you got to get your own little Android PC, right? But this right now goes for $69.99 on sale. Over here in the back, let's go and show you guys a little bit of the specs that you see in the box here. This has a CPU all-winner 64-bit, which is a 1.2 gigahertz quad core. It also has the GPU Mali 400 MP2, supports OpenGL, ES 2.0. Also has 4K support, has 4K video hardware decoding, and of course H.264 1080p 60 frames per second support, video support as well as 120p with 120 frames per second video encoding. This right here is the 2 GB version. There is a 1 GB version, which I don't know if they're actually going through it by selling it, because when this went to Kickstarter, there was two options. There was the 1 GB and there was the 2 GB. The 1 GB had 8 GB of internal. The 2 GB, which is this one, is 16 GB of internal storage. But I chose the 16, of course, because it's a little bit more powerful, and if and all that. And I don't know, I went to the website the other day and I just saw the 16 GB version, which is 2 GB of RAM. I don't know if they're actually going to be selling the 1 GB. Maybe they're just not going to do it, because as it is right now, this is $69.99. This is it. This is how it looks. Let's go ahead and take it out so you guys can see what's in the box as well. So there, for the revolutionaries that will shape tomorrow. Okay, let's go take this out. And here you got some paperwork, of course. You got the Remix Mini quick start guide. Look at that. Of course, you could connect this to your TV, or you could connect it to a monitor. If you have a computer monitor, you could do that as well. So these are a lot of things you might want to read before you use. Right here, let's see what it includes here. I think it should include yes, it includes HDMI cable, so you can connect it to your monitor or your TV. And you also get the power adapter. This must be the power adapter. Let's go and see. Yep, there it is. The power adapter here. These are the input or outputs that you get. This is the power cord. You're going to connect the power there. Here you're going to connect the Ethernet cable. That's if you want a hardwire Ethernet cable, because you don't really have to use it, because this has Wi-Fi 802.11 BGEN. It doesn't have a or AC, so it's BGEN. Has two USB 2.0. It has the HDMI output, which is going to give you 1080p of output. Also has a headphone jack here, where you could connect your headphones there, or you could connect like an external, I think like an external speakers. You can also do that as well. But you're going to get audio from here. Keep in mind, you're going to get multi-channel audio from the HDMI output. You also got here the micro SD slot. Look at that, micro SD slot, which you're going to be able to put up to 128 gigabytes. So that's not bad there. So at least it has that going on for it. Here in the bottom, it has a rubber around it. That way, it doesn't matter what surface you put it in, it will not slip at all, especially when you have all these cables connected here. It might slip if it doesn't have the rubber. And that's it. Other than that, this is the little machine that you're going to get. Which looks very, very simple. This has Lollipop and the OS that's running. It's of course Android OS with the Remix skin over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up with my TV. Keep in mind, to set it up, it is recommended that you have an external a cable or keyboard, or or like one of these. For example, I'm going to use this keyboard to set it up. So So you can set it up with this right here. I think this is like the receiver. So I could go ahead and connect it there, you know, bum, 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 bum. Oop. So I could connect it there, then set it up, and I could also use the keyboard for whatever the hell I'm gonna do with this thing. So stay tuned for the second half. Oh, okay, so here back with the second half of the video. I already finished setting up the device as good as I wanted to. Keep in mind, to turn it on and to turn it off, you would have to tap on top of the Remix Mini device where it says Remix. Just tap once, the screen will go to standby mode. Tap again, and the screen will turn on. I'm gonna be using this keyboard right here, which is connected to the one of the USB. The IR blaster is connected to the one of the USB. I also have a hard drive connected as well to the USB, and it's of course connected to the TV via HDMI. I also have a USB micro SD card connected to it as well, so you guys can see how it looks here. And this right here is Remix OS, and Remix OS, like you see there, it looks just like an desktop, like a Windows or a MacBook desktop or a Chromebook. It looks very, very cool. So right here we can let's go ahead and show you guys the taskbar first. First let's go ahead and show you guys here you can actually change it. If I click right there on the keyboard, I could go ahead back down here. If I want to change the wallpaper, I could go ahead and click there, and here there's a couple of wallpaper I could choose from by tapping there. Very easy to change the wallpaper if I want to, like you see there. This one looks very cool, so I'm gonna leave it right there. You can also from here, which I'm gonna do right now, like you see right here, there's a gap right here. If you want to align all the apps, arrange icons by name, you click right there and it will automatically arrange. Let's go ahead and click right there again. Oops, no, I don't want to create a folder. Right there I selected create a folder, so let's go ahead again. Nope, arrange icons. There it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to 720p so you guys can see the icons are gonna look a lot bigger and all that, and it's gonna be easier to show you guys here in the video all the things that this OS has to offer here on the TV. So here in display settings, I could click right there. So right here, let's go ahead here in resolution. Here we got, like you see there, we got 720p, which is 50 hertz, 60 hertz, and 1080p 50 hertz and 60 hertz. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to 60 hertz. There it goes. It tells you if you want. If you want to stay in this resolution, you have to restart it. Okay, and there it goes. After it restarts, like you see there, the apps looks a lot bigger. The icons here in the taskbar looks a lot bigger as well. Right here, let's go ahead and arrange the icons again, because when you do this and you have a lot of apps here, like you see there, some apps are going to be over another on top of the other. So when you click here, let's go ahead, arrange icons by name. Now, like you see there, now you can see all the apps perfectly good. Now let's go ahead and show you guys this what you get here in the taskbar, since now we have a little better look there. So like you see here, this is the notification panel. So here you got notifications. If you're installing an app and all that, it's going to be all right here. Here you can also take a screenshot, go to settings, go to auto hide taskbar. So if you click auto hide taskbar, like you see there, the taskbar is going to hide, but with the mouse you just make it appear again. Look at that. Cool. Another thing you could do here is, let's go and click there again. Let's go ahead and enable that again. Let's go ahead and leave it enabled. And here, of course, you could also take a screenshot. If I tap right there, it's going to show me this right here, and it doesn't matter. I would have to, for example, adjust where I want to take the screenshot at. You see there, if I go like that, I could drag everything like that, or if I want to take the whole screen, I could do like that. Let's go and see if I could take the whole screen there, and just click OK. boom, and it takes a screenshot just like that. And if I go back here again, let's go ahead here, notifications, and tap there, it will open the gallery, and there it is. That's the screenshot we took. So like you see there, that's very cool that you can actually do that, and it's very easy. You got location, so if you want to turn off location, you could turn it off right there. If you want to turn on and off the disturb, so if you put off, you will not get the notifications alerts on the screen, and that's it. Here, if we tap here, you got the calendar, which looks very good as well. Here you got the Wi-Fi connection and all that. You could turn it off right there if you want. Here you got the input method. Right now I'm using English keyboard, and right here we click on this little arrow. You can see other stuff like volume. You can see the Bluetooth here. You could connect any Bluetooth device, Bluetooth keyboard if you have one, Bluetooth mouse and all that. Here is a memory cleanup. You click right there and it will automatically clear the memory. You see there. Awesome. And that's it. That's all you get on that side. On this side over here, we get this right here, which is the downloads. This right here, I really don't know what it is yet. I've been clicking on it and it doesn't do anything. Here is where all your apps are going to be. Like you see there, if you delete your apps from the desktop, they're gonna be right here, and it looks very cool. I like the way they Remix did their OS, because like you see, this Android OS looks perfectly good to use it as a desktop. I think it's way better than using it like plain vanilla Android. I think this operating system does a very good job putting Android on a desktop. And that's it. That's all you get here in the desktop. So like if you use a PC before, you're going to be very, very familiar with all this right here. And if you use like a Chromebook and all that, you will also be very familiar there. Now let's go ahead here to settings. Here in settings, you got a couple things here. You got Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Bluetooth, VPN, printing. You can also print from here as well. Just make sure you download the plugins, just like you would on your phone. Here you got date, language, sound, display, default apps, notification. You got applications. If you want to see all your applications, you can click right here. This is going to be all your applications. One thing to keep in mind here is that when you open, sometimes when you open an app like Netflix or Hulu or something like that, you might only see a window of the app, just like that. You might see a window of the app, then you would have to press the maximize button to make it full screen when you launch. If you want to skip that and you want the app to launch right away full screen, you just, for example, look for the app right here. In this case, I'm going to look for YouTube. Click YouTube here, and it says right here, full screen mode are off. Enable full screen mode and restart app. So if you click right there, the app automatically, when you start it, is going to be full screen. So we want to turn it on. So now it's on. If you want to search for an update, you just click right there and it will automatically search if there's a latest update. And once it does, it's going to tell you to update, and you update it from here. Right now we got Remix OS 2.0 and it says already the latest version. And what else we got here? We got accessibility, experimental features. You know, some of these features are experimental, so they might not work perfectly good. So if you want to see the back button there, all you gotta do is click right there. And like you see there, over there in the bottom, you see the back button. So if you want to turn it off, just click right there, and like you see there, it will turn it off. This says press enter to send messages. Here, simulate two-finger gesture, Control Alt Delete. Prohibit start app on the background. I enabled that to prohibit apps to start in the background. And global languages. You could turn it on or you could turn it off. But these are experimental features. Let's go back again. Here and about. Here, if you want to reset, you click right there. Here and about this, let's go ahead and show you guys that this is running Android 5.1 Lollipop. Let's click right there. And we keep on clicking. You see that we got the lollipop. Big ass lollipop. And there you have the little jumping guy. And that's it. That's all you get in the settings there. Apps here work pretty good. If you want to open, like for example, let's go ahead and open Chrome browser. This is how the Chrome browser looks. Like you see there. This is Walmart opening it up. I could go ahead and close it there if I want. There you have it. One thing to keep in mind is that there's always also going to be like a community here in for the remix, and it's going to show you guys like the best apps that work perfectly good here on your remix mini device. Like you see here, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, all these community apps. So productivity apps work very good here as well. You see there. Some games work good here, like Hearthstone and all that. That would work perfectly good. Here, if it opens, one thing that I don't like is the browser always open. Most of the times, it always opens the mobile version. So if you want to go to the desktop version, you click right there, and you see there, you get the desktop version, just like that. We could close there. And another thing we could see here. Word, let's go ahead and show you guys how Word opens up here. Here is the Word. So if you want to create like a document, all you got to do is if you want to start a new blank document, you could tap right there. If you want to start like open up a template, you have the template right there. And you can see it's totally possible. And when you switch the screen to 1080p, the documents, they look a lot better as well. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Do not save. And one thing, you can either close the app. Let's say you want to have like a couple apps open at the same time. All you got to do is tap right here in the taskbar. We see the icon. It will just lower it to the taskbar. That's it. And you could go ahead and, for example, and open another app and have it right there in the taskbar. That's very cool. So it works just like a taskbar for Windows. So that's nice. So here we got IMDb, and from here you can see this section right here. You can also switch to this other section over here, right? And there you go. But one thing to keep in mind is that some apps are not going to be as polished to work on big screens, because they're mainly tablet apps or phone apps, just enlarged. That's what they are when you think about it. Just like the YouTube app, if we open up the YouTube app, it's basically the phone app or the tablet app. Huge. That's what it is. That's what it is here. So if we want to open something here, right, boom, it will open up just like that. And here you got the ad. Like, see there, it plays a lot more faster than the browser because it's the app. So if I want to skip that right there, skip that, and you see there, I'll show you the eyes. And I can also, with the, if you have a keyboard with media buttons, you can up the volume using the keyboard like I'm doing here. Let me see if it works. Oops. You can see there. Or I could just go down just like that. So click right there, like you see there. And of course I could go ahead, just lower it down over here. And I could go ahead and go again and open Microsoft. So like you see there, it works very good. Like if you're doing multitasking. Here, of course, is the Play Store. If you open the Play Store, it's gonna just look just the same as the Play Store that you get on the phone. Nothing different here. If you got some apps if you want to access your apps from your account, you just click right there. And it'll show you guys all the same apps of your account. Basically here I noticed that almost every single app will download to this device. The only problem is that not every app is going to look good on this device. So here in notification bar, you can see the status of the app that's downloading. Now, one problem that I'm been getting a lot here is this right here. Like you see there, it says my desktop isn't responding. That's because, I don't know, something's going on with the operating system. Maybe some multitasking features is making this choke, something like that. So you can either make it wait or restart. So when you click restart, go restart. So you can see there, it automatically everything clears up. This is the file manager, which like you see there, it works just like any file manager on a, on a computer. You got music folders, you got your videos, you got your video here. If you want to play a video, just double tap there and it'll open up the video. Like you see there. And the videos, of course, you can play videos at 1080p, 720p, 60 frames per second as well. Here you got your download, your desktop. If you click there, desktop, you can see all the desktop apps. My remix, these are all the folders that you have. Here is, if you have an SD card connected to it, you click right there and it will show you guys all the SD card connected to it. Here in settings, if I click here in settings, you can see how much memory space you have available. Right now I have 8.1 gigabytes of available space. Here you can see everything that's occupying space. Like for example, picture 3.6 gigabytes, video 40 gigabytes, audio 1.5 gigabytes. You can see everything here in documents and all that, and that's it. So let's go and close this as well, and basically that is it, guys. I do have some concerns about this. The positive sign is that it's cheap. It's $69.99. So if you want to have Android on a full-blown TV or on a, for example, on a big screen computer monitor, if you want that, if that's what you want, hey, go ahead for it, do it. But honestly, for the TV, like to watch media consumption, there's so many options out there, like the Chromecast and like the Apple TV or the Android TV and Video Shields and all that, which yes, it might cost a little bit more, but the experience is going to be a lot better. If you wanted to do like use it as a desktop, like a PC on your monitor, I think it's a great start. $69, I think it's a good way to to work on documents and all that on your computer. But just keep in mind that a lot of these apps and a lot of these Word app and the document apps from Google, they're all mobile apps. They're all mobile apps that are expanded to work on a big screen. That's all they are. And that's it, guys. Like you see here, it works okay. I've been having a couple issues here. Like for example, the desktop gets freezes a lot, and it tells me that it has to refresh. The box, when I tap on the box, sometimes it will not recognize it will not recognize me tapping the box, or it will take me one tap or two taps to turn it off. Sometimes it'll take one tap or two taps to turn it on. And that could be a little bit annoying. Also, the LED that's on the box, it doesn't really tell you what's doing. It just stays static. If it's processing something, it doesn't blink. It doesn't do anything. It stays blank just like that. Other than that, guys, I think for $69 is totally worth trying it out. I think Remix OS works perfectly good here on the TV, or on if you put this on a PC monitor, it should work perfectly good. I think they did a great job converting Android into a desktop software. It looks very good. Like you see there, it looks very, very good. And it does everything that you need from a desktop. It does it very good as well. But like I said, you have to, when you're using this, you have to be in mind of the specs. Keep in mind of the specs, you know, this is a 1.2 or 1.5 gigahertz quad core, 2 gigabytes of RAM. So if you run a lot of things in the background, it's gonna get slow. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, this is all I want to show you guys. This was the Remix Mini, the first Android PC out there in the market. That's what they claim. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you want to know anything more, just let me know and I'll just answer your questions in the comments. Till next time, guys.